Hi, I'm Fareed Haque, and welcome to the Modal Improvisation Survival Guide. Modal jazz is some of the most misunderstood music in the whole trajectory of jazz styles. It's often been taught in ways that's very pedantic, very confusing, and frankly intimidating to many talented and sincere jazz lovers. Modal jazz playing is one of the most significant historical innovations in the history of jazz. But we're going to get back to that root and show you how modal playing is essential, what modal playing is, and more importantly, what modal playing is not. And we're going to give you the tools with which to master modes all over the guitar and in any style of music. Miles Davis, Wayne Shorter, John Coltrane, Bill Evans, Herbie Hancock, some of the greatest musicians in jazz, pioneered and embraced a modal approach to jazz. Famous, incredible guitarists like John McLaughlin, Al Di Meola, Larry Coryell, John Scofield, all have developed their signature sound through a modal approach to jazz improvisation. In this course, we're going to take that modal approach. We're going to make it very accessible. We're going to break it down into some basic nuts and bolts, get rid of all that crazy, complicated theory, and we're going to allow you to craft your own voice in this modal universe in such a way that you'll be able to emulate the players you love, but explore your own ideas, your own musical personality, and develop a modal sound. In the first section of this survival guide, we're going to answer the most crucial question: what are modes? And then, what is modal playing? It's a very important idea because it really is more conceptual in its nature. Modal playing is more conceptual, so we need to answer those questions. And then we're going to talk about how we build chords from the different modes of the major scale. We stack thirds there. We create this nice D minor 7 sound. In the second section of this course, we're going to give you some playing examples in a modal style so you can wrap your ears around what modal playing sounds like. And then we're going to create a contrasting example in a bebop style, more traditional bebop jazz style, so you can hear what modal playing is and what modal playing is not. In the third section of this course, we're going to give you the tools you'll need to master modes all over the fretboard. This is a system which we call Fareed's Fretboard Mastery System, and through a simple 3-step procedure, we're going to learn how to take any scale, eventually, all over the fingerboard and be able to move smoothly from one key to another key, from one mode to another mode, from one scale to another scale, with virtually no thought and virtually no effort. In the fourth and final section, we're going to take the fingerboard principles that we've learned, the modes that we've placed all over the fingerboard in multiple keys, and we're going to now apply them to some real-life modal jazz situations. We've got a number of playing examples we've created, some jam tracks we've put together ourselves. We'll be able to trade modal licks, and I will work through the perpetual motion approach that will get us to move between keys smoothly and fluidly. You'll be able to play that back at me, and we'll trade back and forth on that. You'll have these playing examples that you can then jam on your own. And finally, we'll put it all together and create a modal tune that we can take to the jam session. There's a fair amount of pretty intense guitar playing in this course, and I've gone through and picked out a lot of it, the best parts, to transcribe. They'll be available to you in standard notation, as well as in guitar tablature, both Guitar Pro and PowerTab files. In addition, I've built a bunch of jam tracks specifically for this course that'll be available to you to practice on your own as you develop your own modal sound. So are you in the mood for some modality? Let's get your guitars and play some modal jazz.